Hey y'all, two things real quick. The other day, I was on Facebook, seen this little boy, he was holding up this picture. It said, when he was holding up this sign, it said, my dad said if I get 2,000 likes on Facebook, he'll quit smoking. Can y'all help me? And just say this. All my peeps on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud. Got love for y'all. I'd be damned if I let you dictate if I have a good life or not. That's just what it is. I'm sorry. I'm not waiting on your validation. I don't need your approval. I don't need you to like it, especially if it's a positive thing. Really, who cares? Tell your daddy quit being so fucking vain. That's what you do. Just tell him put down the goddamn Marlboros if you want to live. Shit, that's all the fuck I'm saying. This whole thing with social media is getting ridiculous. Y'all need to tone it down just a notch. Don't be waiting on nobody's validation of don't do it for likes. Do it to either make somebody laugh or give them some knowledge or let them know a little bit about your day. Don't be fishing for love. That ain't that worst thing to do. Worst thing to do, and it's just ridiculous. Y'all need to stop that. Second one. This one is pretty damn deep. About a month back, I was sitting back with my sister. We was talking, and we was talking about all these BS controversies that be on the news, all this stuff that they make relevant that ain't really relevant. And we got along to the subject of the gays and lesbians, and the transgenders, because they always got, it was a time, they was just always in the news over something, whether it be marriage or just plain old discrimination, hate crimes or whatever. And she said something that was just like extremely profound, and I've just been like digging on it since she said it, because it was just like so deep, and I think it makes like the best sense in the world. All she said was, if what they doing is a sin, then they got the answer for that when they go to heaven. I got my own sins I got the answer for, that I hope I hope I can work out. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm gonna say to them about what I did. So why am I worried about what the next person is doing? Which sums up all these little old controversies. Because it really shouldn't matter. It really should not matter at all. Not in the least. Not in the least. But we have this society now where fluff news, what used to be fluff news when we was growing up, has now become the major news. The fluff news, and now our fluff news is what used to be major news, all the scandals and the serious stuff that was going on, and things that needed to be changed in the world that got pushed back to BS news. Like nobody wanted to hear it, and that's why I think that's why we are in a society that worries less about what really matters. Nobody is getting mad over what they should get mad about. We mad about transgender people going in restrooms, which, let me just be honest with you, I kind of feel you on that, because I'm a parent, and whether you feel like you a woman now or not, I know you can't just get that out your head that, you know, you a man. And you finna go in this bathroom and my daughter's is in there. It just, you know, really doesn't sit right. So yeah, I can kind of feel where they're coming from. But you know, if it's such a big deal, just give them their own bathroom. If this is such a big controversy, you know, hey, give them their own restroom, one restroom. Let them both. Let both genders go in there. Shit, ain't nothing they ain't never seen before. Leave it alone. It's not that big an issue. Y'all just make it big, and it's ridiculous. We should have bigger. We got bigger issues, but we're worried about other people and what they got going on in their lives. It's a terrible. This is a terrible thing we doing, and that needs to stop. And lastly, there's a whole lot of knocking people when they down going on in the world today. I hear it a lot. I see it a lot. This some shit that got to stop. This is a trend that has to go. Don't belittle people that's in bad positions. Have you never just lost it all? You ain't or have you just, or you know, if you ain't never lost it, if you got on your shit and stayed on your shit, I mean, congratulations. I mean, and nobody, and you know, because you know, all the real people that ain't haters, they ain't gonna knock you for it. But don't knock people that had it and lost it, or never had it. Don't knock nobody. It's just tasteless. It's just tasteless and shallow. And what you worried about how they living anyway? Man, it was a time where it was all about who you were inside, what type of person you were. It was a time when that's all that mattered. If you was a good person or not, that's what people cared about back then. Now, there's so much vanity out there. It's gotten to the point where it's gotten vulgar. And it's like, man, because truthfully, like I've been there. I've lost it a couple of times. You know, and so hey, I know what it's like. That's why I don't knock nobody that's down. Anybody can get back on their feet. No, you know, and it ain't got to be, you know, it ain't got to be instant. Nobody, you know, you ain't living that person, you ain't living the next person's life. You living yours. With your pace, you know, the pace you take shouldn't make a fuck to nobody else. This is something that, you know, shit, y'all saw 5 Heartbeats, you better ask Eddie Kane. I mean, you can lose it all. You can be up one day, down the next. Anybody can do it. It can happen to anybody. So, you know, being this asshole and knocking people for no damn reason, tasteless. And this is something that we need to stop. We need to really take into, you know, take in basically what we really absorb, how we treat other people and what we say to other people, you know. And then sometimes you don't even know what the situation was that brought that person so low. And you know, that could be just a traumatizing situation for that person to deal with, and you laughing at them because they're in a low position. But That whole event is traumatizing to this person. This is ridiculous what we doing. There's no there's no real love out there anymore. There's no real compassion. There's all this superficial bullshit because everybody's looking at the TV saying, "Oh, I want this and I want that place and I want that life," and it's gotten to the point where that's just all you want. So we really don't care about the person anymore. We're worried about what the person can offer, and this is a sickening trait. Personally, I just don't get down like that. It just seems, eh. So, but yeah, that's all. That's something we need to stop, people. I mean, everybody. I mean, I know it's gonna be hard for everybody to just be like, don't knock them, but take a while to adjust to. But it's for the best. Really, it really is. It really is. It's for the best. You'll be a better person. You know what I'm saying? If you could get a person a sympathetic ear, or even help them, even slightly, you probably even give them just what they need to get on track instead of all the hate. That's all I'm saying. It's just some stuff I wanted to get off my chest because I've been sitting up here getting everything else back on track, so to speak. I ain't hopped on and did a video in a minute, and that's what's been buzzing through my head for the past couple of months or so. So yeah, I thought I would share that with y'all. Y'all keep it easy out there.